Okay, let's take a look at Colecovision Flashback first. As you can see, the menu is rather bland and boring. Not much to look at here. I was kind of disappointed by that. Just scroll through the games, and most of these games were games that were released on a Colecovision. There's some games like Crown Jewels 2 and 3, which I think were released on a computer. I don't think they were ever released on the Coleco, at least not in North America. But again, there's nothing much to look at as far as like the menus are concerned. Let's take a look at one of the games. Frenzy is a great game. It's the sequel to Berserk. I don't know why we're still waiting, because there's... Whoa! Now the first level, they don't shoot at you. Kind of give you a chance to get used to the game. You can shoot through the pink walls, but the white walls, your bullets will reflect. Now this is Evil Auto, and in this version, you can actually shoot him, which pisses him off. But he'll come back, and this time he'll be faster. Now the robots can attack. Now the shit just got real. It's a little bit easier when you die. The robots are so aggressive to kill you. They'll even shoot at you through the walls, including the walls that got lucky there, where the bullets will reflect. Not playing very well here. Oh, I got lucky there. Oh, that's right. If you touch the robots when they're blowing up, that will kill you. But let's try a different game now. Let's try Jungle Hunt. Now, some of you may not know. Oh, that's hideous. Some of you may not know that back in the day, when this game first came out, it was called Jungle King. And you control the guy that was very much Tarzan-like in appearance. So, of course, the company, I think it was Taito that made the game, got sued. So what they had to do was they had to change the name of the game and the protagonist in the game to some nerdy guy in shorts and a little helmet there. The first stage is pretty like kind of boring here. You're just swinging on vines. I think there's 10 vines. Oh, I got lucky there. Now you get to go swimming with crocodiles. You can stab them with your knife, but it's kind of hard to do. I would just, avoid them. And that diving meter up there, that's how much oxygen you have. If you stay in the water too long, you'll drown. So it's best to stay kind of near the top. But yeah, I would just avoid the crocodiles, excuse me, unless you absolutely have to kill them. See, I don't think that... Oh, that was pretty easy, okay. And now you gotta run uphill and jump over these little boulders. Somehow he can jump like a flea. And you can duck too. Whoa. The screen keeps moving, so if you pull back or push up, you'll go faster, but the screen keeps moving no matter what. Now, this is the first level, of course, so it's going to be very easy. These old school games, they would, you beat the game the first time, then you just play it again. Oh crap. See that big one, you got to run underneath it. In other words, these old school games, you would just kind of repeat the same few levels over and over again. You'd beat the game, then you'd play it again, but it'd be harder. Now these are supposed to be natives. They look like Martians. I mean, why are they green? You got to save her from being dipped into that cauldron. You got to time your jumps just right. It's best to jump when they're coming towards you. And don't touch them, because they'll kill you. And don't jump on the cauldron, because that will kill you also. Ah. Try again here. I saved her! Woohoo! Let's try one more. Let's see, what's a good one? Let's try Oil's Well. Now this is a rare game. You don't hear about this one too much. I think this is a pretty good game. It's like a maze game, kind of like you're this head and you got to collect all these dots that represent the oil you got to pick up. You can defeat these enemies by eating them, but if they touch your pipe, which you can retract at any time, they'll kill you. Anytime you need to, just hold down the button and you will retract your pipe. But they cannot touch your pipe, they'll kill you, the enemies will. You just eat all these dots, which represent crude oil. See, you gotta pay attention because he's way up the top there, just waiting to get me. It can get annoying when you work all the way down to the bottom. Work your way all the way down to the bottom, excuse me. And you've got to retract your pipe. Get over there. Get over there. Get it? And that's pretty much it. Of course, it gets harder and harder. And that was a look at some Colecovision games. I don't want to spend too much time. There's quite a few games on here, as you can see. Like I said before, most are Colecovision games. Some are homebrews, some are hacks, and others I'm not really sure. I haven't heard of them before. So some might be computer games that were converted to the Colecovision. And of course you got Zaxxon, which is a classic. Let's move on.